Hi everyone. These COVID-19 times are trying for all of us, and I know that many people are spending way more time sitting than they usually would, and coupled with that, spending more time in screens and devices, which is having a real negative effect on posture and bringing out issues that people have never had before. So we're going to just do a couple of videos that are just going to focus on improving posture and movement from a standing and seated perspective, that are just going to help you to open everything up. So we're going to start with standing. So I'm going to just talk about standing posture, which you can practice anywhere in your house at any time, and obviously the more you do it, the better. But I'm first going to show you what it is to stand properly. So if you stand hip width apart, so you have your feet just underneath your hip bones, hip width apart. If balance is an issue for you, please do hold on to a chair or a table or something so that you're not tempted to fall over, but you feel safe and you can work on these postural controls in a safe way. So the first thing is feet hip width apart, and I want you to try and spread your toes out as wide as possible. So we anchor your feet into the ground with as many parts of your feet as possible. I want you to soften your knees a little bit and squeeze your bum a teeny bit, because when our knees are soft, we can engage our glutes or our bum muscles, which are our stability muscles. From a side view, it's going to look like this. So what I don't want is you locking your knees out, and I want you to notice if your knees are locked out, because what it tends to do is it either throws our hips forwards and get us standing like that, or it throws our upper body forward. So if you soften your knees, engage your glutes, and then, or your bum muscles, and then I want you standing as tall as you can from your spine. So you might find that you've been sitting in this position, and even trying to get there is quite a lot of work for you, and that's okay. So we're just going to practice standing up tall, feet really wide and pressed into the ground, and you're going to engage your glutes. And if you just engage your sort of core, deep core musculature, and the way you do that is stop yourself having a wee and just pull up from there gently. And I want you to just stand here and breathe. Breathing in through your nose, expand your belly, and then breathe out through your mouth, blowing out through your mouth. So when we're breathing in through your nose, I want you to make sure that you're not raising your shoulders up. So it shouldn't look like this. It should be into your belly. So again, hold on if you need to. Put one hand on your belly. Breathe in, your belly should expand as you breathe in, and then you're breathing out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, I want you to get your spine taller and taller from sort of the back of your head. Imagine the back of your head is being pulled up to the roof. Then once we're in this position, I'm just going to get you to move your shoulders. So we're just going to play with this shoulder position. So we often get really stuck in this position here and don't know how to move from there. So I want you to imagine that if you've got your spine as tall as you can and your shoulders are still rounded, I want you to now open up the front of the shoulders. Imagine you're trying to lengthen the collarbone here. Imagine you're trying to pull it really, really long, trying to get as much length here, because as our shoulders are rounded, that line shortens. So I want you to open that up nicely. So open up the shoulders, and then you can let them fall back to where they usually fall. And then again, I want you to open up the shoulders. Now, what you'll notice as I'm doing this is none of the rest of my body is moving. I'm just working on opening up the shoulders. I'm maintaining my spine being really nice and tall. I'm maintaining my soft knees, my feet wide into the floor, and my glutes on. So this is going to be the first exercise. You're going to couple it with breathing. You're going to take a breath in through the nose, expand your belly, and as you breathe out, we're going to open those shoulders. As they come forward, breath in, expand your belly, breathe out, open the shoulders. If you need to be holding on lightly onto something, or even on both sides, you can still do this exercise while you're working on your balance. So give that a try, and we're going to bring some more exercises in the following videos.